Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Family Day edition, and here to serve you. Oh, yes, indeed. Now, it's time to talk about something that some of you love to talk about, some of you hate to even mention, right? Money, 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 money. Yes, and it's another round of our Money Matters. Now, today we're asking you if it's more risky to lend money to friends or family, so let's unpack the question on the table. Now, G-Man, this is an interesting one.
Yeah, for me, man, I've had to lend and I've had to borrow from close family in the tightest of times. So I'm like, if you need my help, I'm there. Yeah, that's the thing. So it's an individual case scenario.
All right, so let's just refer to Mzansi quickly and just remind them of the question. Do you think it's riskier to lend money to a family member or a friend? Oh, now this can get very interesting. I know, especially when it just comes to lending money in general, it is a risky thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that you don't necessarily want to do unless you know it's going to help the person, right? You don't want to be taken advantage of.
Hey, listen, it's all relative, I suppose, to where you are in your situation and what a lot of money constitutes for you.
That's true. What is a lot of money to
This is the thing. So I think if you're lending money to a family member or to a friend, the size of that amount, okay, being considered, I would not lend money. I would give money to a family member or a friend unless it's a sizable chunk that needs to be paid back. And it's as simple as that. But I'm sorry, when you're in your time of need, who do you go to? The people closest to you. And that works both ways. So I'm there to help in whatever way I can, and it comes without judgment. I think the judgment comes in when a person lends you money but then wants to tell you how to use that money or how they might feel that it's well within their rights to be able to do that. But that in itself opens up so many questions. Why? Because it's a family member or it's a friend. It's such a two-edged sword, man.
I agree with you 100%, and I mean, it does depend on the situation you're in, but ideally when it comes to family, you just want to help, like regardless of it being any reason. You just want to be like, well, you come into your family, I'm here for you. For friends, it's a little bit different, though. Friends, I'll vase my friend.
I'll show you how to make the money. Like... I'll show you how to make the money.
But of course, if you lend money to someone, the other question is this. Do you set a date for when you want the money back? Or do you just say, Shame, you can pay me when you can, which could be weeks, years?
I mean, I suppose it's in the essence, if you need that money back by a certain time, then make that a part of the condition.
Yeah. I think that's true. If just putting it out and like, dude, I need this money because I've got bills to pay, then you need to obviously set that date. But don't put yourself out at the detriment of like trying to help somebody else. I think that's also quite important because then you've got two bad situations.
And this, look, I'm old, so I've had friends for a long time, so we're like family. So I think it kind of gets to a point where you can talk about these things in a very realistic way, but you need to get to that point. Interesting, man.
Interesting indeed. Now, the questions continue. Now, here's another one for you, a little conundrum, if you wish. Now, if someone is not paying you back after months of begging, would you write them off or get your money back at all costs?
You see, again, because it's friends, they'll just slap you in the face and say, dude, this is where I'm at, or this is what it's at. And family members, hopefully, you can talk to each other very cogently and clearly about what you need.
I've literally got friends, though, like right now, people that are so close to me that you'd even be surprised about, that owe me money. And it's just like, I don't even know what to do, to the point I'm like, it's just disrespectful to me that you don't even want to like acknowledge it or address it. So like in my world, you out my life. I'm not even gonna beg. I'm cutting you out. It's like gangrene in the foot. You gotta just cut it out, rather, and just enjoy your life. Go on with it. You know?
I have a feeling, and this is the danger. When it comes to family and friends, there is always going to be a point where money is going to trigger something.
Oh, yeah.
Undoubtedly, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, Mzansi, I loved this conversation. I don't know what you thought about it, but next time a friend or family member asks you for money, just tell them that if they qualify and take out a personal loan with NEDBANK and open a savvy account, they could get up to 200 Rand cash back every month for the duration of their loan. Now, that way, they get the help they need, and you get to keep your sanity. Now, for all the details, tell your friends and family to visit nedbank.co.za, and hey, maybe we don't have to involve all this lending anymore.
Don't even have to have the conversation.
Sorted.
Join the bank that's best for your loan. Choose up to 200 Rand cashback monthly with a personal loan. Apply for a personal loan and a savvy account today. NEDBANK. See money differently.